Hey everybody, Pastor Jim here from the Indian Lake Community Church in the Lighthouse of Indian Lake. Hope this finds you well on this Thursday afternoon. Do not try to adjust the color. This is the actual colors that you are seeing. A burnt orange t-shirt against a green and orange background. Isn't it spectacular? You know it is, and you know you're a little bit jealous. And there's a story behind these chairs, which I'll share with you someday. I shared it in a sermon once. I don't know if I've ever shared it on a devotional, but I'll do that someday. But these chairs are over 50 years old, and they're going to outlive me and probably the next pastor that comes along. And I'm pretty sure they'll still be standing whenever Jesus returns, because these things are just indestructible, trust me. And I don't know exactly how old the chairs are. I have a rough idea, but I was thinking about these chairs, and I was thinking about the time that they were made, and I was thinking about a show that I always enjoyed, and that's Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart had a couple of TV shows that I thought were really good, but the original Bob Newhart show, where he was a psychiatrist and in Chicago, and that was just classic TV. And there's an actual skit that's kind of like that character that came out later, and it's Bob Newhart as a therapist, and he can cure anything in like 30 seconds. And he says, you sit down and you say, go. And you tell him what your problem is, and he responds with, stop it. Just stop it. You're afraid of the dark? Stop it. You're afraid of heights? Just stop it. That's silly. I mean, that's how he counseled every one of his patients. Just stop it. Why would you do that? That's crazy. And that always stuck with me, because I thought that was kind of funny. But the reason I bring that up is, there is a reason, by the way. The reason I bring that up is this. I've had a lot of people lately apologize to me for not being in church, or for not being out in public and doing these things. And if you feel that way, and you're apologizing because you're not in church or you're not out in public, then in the words of Bob Newhart, yeah, stop it. Why are you apologizing? You have nothing to apologize for. You're home. You're doing what's best for you, or for your family, or your loved ones, or for just for your peace of mind. So if you feel like you have to apologize for that, yeah, stop it. You don't have to compare yourself to others and what other people are doing, because everybody's different. Everybody has different comfort levels. Everybody has different circumstances. So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, maybe I should be out doing more, maybe I should be in church, maybe I should be doing these things. If you don't have a good feeling about it, and you're not comfortable about it, then stop it. Stop worrying about it. Just stay home. Do what's best for you. No one can tell you what's best for you. The only person who knows what's best for you is you and God himself. And as long as we're in touch with God, and we're praying to God, and we're asking for God's wisdom and guidance, if that's where he leads you to be, then that's where you need to be. Yeah, the 23rd Psalm is a psalm that we relegate too often to just funerals and death. And that's a shame, because it's really about life when you think about it, and God's presence in our life. And he leads us beside the still waters. He restoreth our soul. He wants to grant us peace if we follow his way. Pray about where you're at. Pray about what you're doing. And if God says that you should be home, that you feel better and less anxious when you're at home and you're isolated and avoiding interactions with people, then that's where you need to be. And if you feel anxious about comparing yourself to what other people are doing, or what other people say you should be doing, then stop it. There's no reason for that. There is no reason for that at all. You know, last Sunday, I saw a gentleman at the Lighthouse I hadn't seen in some time, and I considered him a friend, and I was excited to see him. And, you know, instinctively, I stuck my hand out to shake his hand. And then we both kind of stared at each other and was like, no, we can't do that. We're not supposed to do that. And so I can understand situations where being out, being in church, being around other people can make you anxious. And so don't be anxious. Don't worry about it. Find some peace. The peace that surpasses all understanding, okay? So if I'm talking to you and I'm trying to call around, I'm trying to, you know, check on church members, I'm trying to do those things and just catch up with people if I haven't seen you in a while, it's in no way trying to say, hey, you should be in church. That's not my point at all. My point is just to check in with you and make sure that everything's okay, and to hope that you find some peace. So whatever it is you feel you should be doing, then you should be doing it. And if you're worried or anxious about those decisions, and you're doing what's best for you, but you're comparing yourself to other people, stop it. There's no reason for it. Anyways, whether I see you through these videos, whether you watch online, whether we talk on the phone, whether we email or whatever, I just want you to be at peace in this current situation. It's a crazy world that we're living in. There's a whole lot going on. And I don't blame somebody for feeling at peace in their sanctuary. So, whether you're in this sanctuary or the sanctuary in your home, God bless you. Hope to see you soon. Take care.